Hello, this is Emmanuel from relationshipminibooks.com, and this is the second video in a series I'm doing on what you need to convince your husband about in order to take your relationship from good to great and then from great to exceptional. Since this is the second video, I'm going to leave a link for my first video so that you can catch up on what we've been talking about so far. So in this second video, I'm going to talk about something that the Holy Spirit comes to convince the world. Now, I'm talking about the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit is called the helper and the wife is also called the helper. So therefore, if you do what the Holy Spirit does with your husband, you'll find out that you will get the same result that the Holy Spirit gets in your relationship. And that's why we're talking about what the Holy Spirit does. So the Bible tells us that the Holy Spirit is there to convict or to convince the world of judgment because the ruler of the world is being judged. In other words, the Holy Spirit is there to convince the world that, hey, look, you don't have to worry about being judged because somebody else has already been judged in your place. And ladies, that is the same thing that you need to convince your husband that, look, regardless of your husband's performance, that you are there for your husband, that you will have an unconditional love for him, and that your relationship with him is absolutely secure. You need to let him know that just because he gets it wrong doesn't mean that he is wrong. You need to let him know that you are there to support him. Once he knows that, it's actually going to free him up because he doesn't have to worry about your reaction. He doesn't have to keep anything inside, and then it doesn't have to worry about what's going to happen. Okay? A lot of men don't actually open up to their wives because they're always worried about the reaction they're going to get. And you know how that works out. When a man doesn't open up to you, his wife, it's going to be problematic. Because then there's no real relationship. There's only an illusion of a relationship because there's no true communication. There's no real vulnerability, authenticity, or transparency in that relationship. So if you really want to move your relationship along and you really want that companionship and that intimacy in that relationship, you do need to let your husband know that, hey, look, my love for you is unconditional. I'm here to support you. Even when you do get it wrong, I am not going to throw the kitchen sink at you, okay? I am going to be supportive by your side. I'm going to forgive you, and it's going to be absolutely okay. If you have this heart and you share this and you convince your husband of this, it is going to free him up to be the man he is meant to be. Not that it's going to give him an excuse to do whatever he wants to do. No, I'm pretty sure that you already married a godly guy who's trying to really be the head of your relationship. No, I'm talking about a guy who's already focused on doing the right things. You just need to make sure you convince him that you're supportive of him. And when you give him that support, it frees him up to be the best that it can be. And your relationship will go from good to great and from great to exceptional for it. Hey, I hope you really enjoyed this video. There's a third part that I really want you to stay tuned to because this one is a little bit dicey and a lot of women get this part wrong, but it's absolutely critical. So stay tuned for the third video. I hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you next time.